Welcome back, everybody. This next segment is sponsored and brought to you by our good friends at Egard Watch Company, and we're grateful for their partnership to continue our discussion on how companies and corporate boardrooms can deny woke politics of the radical progressive left. Joining us now is the CEO of Egard Watch Company, Ilan Sorolovich. Ilan, great to have you back on.
Thanks for having me back on.
Now, as you may have heard, the Job Creators Network started a Rock the Woke campaign to highlight egregious examples of wokeness. You've been championing this much of the same on your own. Discuss your company's platform and why you're fighting back about wokism getting into the corporate world.
So as you know, I started the brand for my father. I made my first watch for him as a way to kind of honor legacy and the things he helped me through. And so I think that there's an important aspect there of, if I'm going to use any platform to push forward what I believe in, I'm going to use my biggest platform, and that's my watch brand. And we've been lucky enough to be able to put forward, in my opinion, very positive messages that are fighting against a lot of the culture wars we see going on. I always find it weird when people also say, because we get this a lot, why are you getting involved? You shouldn't get involved. These are the same people who endorse companies like Disney and huge companies going out and doing stuff on the opposite end of this discussion. So they never have a problem with that end of things, but they tend to have a problem when I express myself or anyone on this side expresses themselves. So I think that that's where we are in corporate America nowadays. I think that it's important for companies and brands to start speaking up on this side of the aisle to fight back against the culture war, and that's what we're trying to do.
Great stuff.
I love that. And I know for companies, it's got to be hard to figure out how to toe that line of being culturally relevant, but also staying out of the politics. But I also find that for companies on our side of the aisle, conservatives do a really good job of jumping on board. Even if it's a company they've never heard of, they never supported before, if they hear that their values align, they're really good at supporting companies like yours. Is that something you found?
Yeah, absolutely. Despite the hate mail we get, we also get a lot of tremendous support for what we put out, especially when we put out messages in support of police, in support of women, when the trans movement was or is kind of pushing against this idea of biological females. And so we've been very lucky to see tremendous amounts of support. And it's nice when you kind of get validated that people actually feel the same way as you do, because I think this is the big problem in the country. A lot of people feel isolated. They feel like they can't speak their mind because they think if they do, they might be in an environment where no one agrees with them or their job could be under attack. So I feel grateful that I'm in a position to be able to put forward these messages. I think that a lot of people do agree with these messages, and we're going to continue doing it. Another thing I'd like to say about that is, if you look at a lot of the messages that come out from other companies, a lot of them are attacks on things. And this dates back to the original thing we did in response to Gillette. Gillette's video, their video where, I don't remember what it was called, but it was basically about toxic masculinity, was an attack on men, as opposed to a celebration of things. And so we usually try and come at things from a position of celebration. Right. Let's celebrate the good in police. Let's celebrate the good in men. Let's celebrate the good in women. Let's honor these things. Let's highlight the best of it, because that's how you create a better tomorrow. So that's been our consistent through line, which I think is very hard to attack. And I think that's also helped us in terms of getting people on the other side of the aisle to be willing to watch and not necessarily come at us full force.
Yeah, there's no doubt. And I have a father and a brother in law enforcement. They love your Thin Blue Line watch, but you did something important to them and to all men and women in blue. When the Defund the Police movement was going on, your company proudly supported our first responders and took the opposite approach. Let's take a quick look at part of an advertisement you put out.
We forget how human we are, how human we all are, including you. And that among all this sacrifice, mistakes can be made, and bad people do exist. We know that a world without you would not be better, but far, far worse. And for that, we thank you.
Wow, that is a powerful, powerful ad. What was the reaction to that, Ilan?
Again, so this is kind of a bit sad. I think the reaction to it was just to realize how defeated a lot of police were at that point, and a lot of how bad their families were hurting. And so we had I get a bit emotional, sorry, watching something. I don't know why, but there was just I think the support was beautiful to see how many people actually honor the police, but I wish the police knew it more, how many people genuinely want to stand by them And so I think that was the greatest part of that, is that it gave police, we had so many police write in saying, hey man, I've been so beaten down by the narrative going on. It really does mean so much. And it was such a, in my opinion, such a small act on our end to just say, let's honor our police. Let's show the best in police. That shouldn't be a big deal. But we live in a time where that's actually a big deal, like where you can be attacked for that, which is, it's crazy. And so just to think about what police were going through at that time, and still do go through until today, it's just sad. But thankfully, again, there's a silent majority in this country who feels the same way we do.
They sure do, and you really hit their heartstrings. Elon, we only got a couple seconds left. Where can people go to learn more about Egard watches?
They can go to Egard, EGARD, watches.com, and we have our videos up on the website. We have the police watch, which we give profits to police charities like cops, and there's just a lot of different content on the website along with our product as well.
You are doing amazing stuff. Folks, if you want to support this amazing man, Elon, and what he is doing, go to www.egardwatches.com and enter the promotion code JUSTNEWS. You're going to get a special 15% off, and you'll be supporting one of the great companies in this country. Elon, it is an honor to always have you on. God bless you for what you're doing.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
All right, folks, we are wrapped for the day. I'm telling you, we're going to be watching these hearings tonight. We'll tell you tomorrow what was true and what was false. We'll try to sort it all out tomorrow. I know Amanda will have some pretty strong thoughts about the circus, as she called it earlier today. Thanks for watching us. We really appreciate all that you do to support us. We'll be back tomorrow with another great show. God bless you, and good night.